Hi, and welcome to the 10-10-Diverse Show, episode 53, sorry. Today we've got between 10 and 12 artists. We're going to feature one track each. Coming up first, she's near London in the UK. Her name's Jane Marie, a return to the show, valued family member here. Jane Marie, could you introduce yourself? Who's Jane Marie as an artist, and what's the story behind your song, Fade Away?
Hi everyone, my name's Jane, and I used to be a composer of film and television music many years ago, and then in lockdown I discovered I used to hope I could write a few songs, which I'm releasing one by one this year. Fade Away is about my parents, who both sadly have Alzheimer's very young, and is written from the perspective of my mother, as if she's sort of saying, let go, it's okay. But also during lockdown, when there were so many people that were losing people, I hoped it could be of comfort to people in similar situations. So it's my style is cinematic pop, apparently, that's what I've been told. So I think I'm bringing some of my original film and TV style into my songs. So hope you enjoy it.
Oh, everyone will love it. I know how good you are. If you've not met Jane Marie yet, you're going to absolutely love her, honestly. Jane Marie with Fade Away. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lyric video, so you can sing along. One love.
Just remember how I hated to the goodbyes, how I always did cry. Fade away, I will fade away. Let me fade away. I love you. Fade away, I will fade away. Let me fade away. Look at all the raindrops, wind amongst the treetops, beauty of the snowdrop. Just remember sunshine, all the special good times. Look for all the good signs, singing from the rooftops. Happiness is your lot. Dream of times that won't stop. Just remember laughter, happy ever afters. You will find the
A beautiful way to start the show. Jane Marie, everyone. Honestly, absolutely lovely. An amazing track. So, Paul, you're up next. So, would you like to say something to Jane while I load up your track, Paul? What was your thoughts on that track there, brother?
Beautiful song, Jane. The sentiment is fantastic, and it's just, as you say, it's cinematic. It's so much atmosphere in it. I think it could lend itself to cinema. It's beautiful.
Thank you
Love
very
it.
much. I forgot to mention that it's not me singing, it's a lovely girl called, well, she's now 19, but she was 17 when she recorded it. So it's not my vocals, but thank you for your kind comments.
That's very good. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Well said, Paul, dude. Jane Marie, do you have a website or any of these things? How can anyone contact you out there if you would like to tell us?
Yes, I'm on all the usuals, Jane Marie, Spotify, Jane Marie's Music on Instagram, and my website is emotionmusic.co.uk.
You know, Jane, you're one of the most supportive people in our whole music family. You know, so if you support Jane Marie, she will support you back. Same as all the members in our music family. But until the next time, Jane Marie, everyone. Thank you, dear.
Thanks.
Pleasure. So from London to another part of England, Paul, you can introduce yourself where you're from. Who are Clover Hill and what's the story behind your song Radio?
Hi, folks. Yeah, Clover Hill is a rock band, which is a vehicle for my songwriting that's been going for about 7 years now. We're based in the northwest of England. We're currently working on a new album to follow up our previous 3. This song Radio is on our last album, which is called Just North of Hell. And it's a song about rebellion. It's about rebellion. It's about not being controlled in the way that people seem to want to control us now. And there's a bit of a side message in it that says rock ain't dead. So that's the basic song.
Well, it's a return to the show for you too, Paul, and welcome to the family. You just joined recently, Clover Hill with the track Radio. It's another lyric video. So again, feel free to sing along. Love, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
Some people just
Clover Hill, everyone. Absolutely brilliant track, Paul.
Thank you.
Within a couple of shots, you'll all know the drill here. So, Pamela, you're up next, dear. Would you like to say something to Paul while I load up your track? And then, Paul, you can tell us how to find you, dude. So, Pamela, what was your thoughts?
Well done. That's a great track.
Thank you.
Absolutely feeling a little bit of Led Zeppelin vibe coming off that at the end. There was a lovely hook. Your chorus is a really good hook.
Thank
So
you.
well done. It was cool. And I'll talk a bit about me in a minute, but I'm definitely a bit of a rock chick at heart. So you had me bopping along there. Very good.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well said, Pamela. So, Paul, what's the best way for any new fans out there to find you or anything, dude?
Well, the music's on all good digital channels, Spotify, Deezer, all the rest of them. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Website is cloverhillrock.co.uk. So you can find us. I mean, I've got a YouTube channel as well, so it's all there. We're all over the place.
Clover Hill, all one word. Paul, thanks for being a marvellous guest again, dude. Till the next time, brother.
Thanks again, Mark. Appreciate it.
No, honestly, anytime, dude. Thank you, Paul. Clover Hill, till the next time.
Thank you.
So, from England to Ireland, coming up next, we've got Pamela Tully. She's her first appearance on the show. So, Pamela, could you introduce yourself? Who is Pamela Tully? What's the story behind your song Fractured?
Thank you very much. And yeah, first time on the show, so thanks so much for having me. From Ireland, and I have been gigging in bands and very much kind of rock scene bands around Ireland for probably about 15 years. And when the pandemic hit, I decided now was the time that I had to start doing my own music, something that I was threatening to do for a very, very long time and just probably didn't have enough bravery in me to do it. And my third single called Fractured is out now. And my first two singles were released last year. And this is the next single this year. A little bit different to my first two singles in that it's more of a ballady with a little bit of rock in there as well. And it's all about loving again and being afraid to love again. If you've ever been hurt in the past, which I'm sure a lot of people can attest to, and opening yourself up again and taking those walls down. So that's what the song is all about. But me as an artist, I'm a bit of a rock chick at heart, love rock pop, Pink, Kelly Clarkson, those types of really strong females are my inspirations, I think. And yeah, I'm really just on my journey of songwriting. Didn't really think that I was messing around with song lyrics and everything for a long, long time. And I thought that the first time I would go into a studio, they would say, yeah, come back when you've had some lessons, but that didn't happen. And thankfully I am in production for my fourth single, which will be released later this year as well.
Well, without further ado, what a great introduction. Pamela Tully with Fractured. Make sure you come back, feature all your tracks here. That's what we're for. Pamela Tully with Fractured, another amazing track here, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
Haven't seen you walking by, haven't seen you catch my eye. Left here and I'm wondering why. Am I the reason how my heart is aching? Feel like I'm closing in, going back to where I've been. Gotta let those walls come down. I'm gonna drown. Didn't bring a heart in this to break it, even though it seems I'm always looking to escape it. You came along when I was all alone, made me feel like I would never ever be on my own. Please be patient with my fractured heart. Come on here, I'll show you where to start. Please ignore my need for perfection. Don't you know I fear rejection? Please don't leave me.
Pamela, tell everyone. Beautiful track. You can see everyone just. I was doing the kind of head bop. I looked down and half the room was doing it. So before you tell us how to get to you, Pamela, our next guest is Ian. So Ian, would you like to say something to Pamela? What was your thoughts on that track while I load up your song, dude?
Pamela, that was rocking. I loved it. It was good arrangements, good melody. Vocally, it was really well. You projected your voice really well. The guitars, everything was spot on. And I do this for somewhat of a living. I judge the Junos here in Canada and the ECMA. So that would be a good contender here in Canada. So,
Thank you. Give me more details about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, as I said, that particular track is a little bit different to my first two singles. Bit more slower, ballady, but keeping that little bit of rock in there as well, because that's very important to me anyway. But yeah, you can check me out on all the socials, all of your streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, just down as Pamela Tully. And yeah, looking forward to connecting with the rest of you again as well. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure to have you here. And just any of the new artists, if you don't know, within the next couple of days, usually the next day, but I've got a show every day this week, I'll hand deliveries an article, and it will have your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify's all embedded in it, all of yous. So you can follow each other easily. If you wanted to share it, you can help get each other's fans and stuff like that. So yeah, Pamela, until the next time. I know you're coming back. One love. Thank you. Cheers. So from Ireland to Nova Scotia over in Canada, Ian Alistair Gosby. Could you introduce yourself, dude? Who is Ian Alistair Gosby, and what's the story behind your song Ray of Sunshine?
Sure. I'm Ian Alistair Gosby. I'm a diverse multi-instrumental artist. I'm a writer, songwriter, DJ, a little bit of everything. I have hats and many things. This song is the first single off my album that was just released. The song is about, it was written during the COVID lockdowns. It was about finding hope, overcoming challenges, and being grateful of having someone in your life that brings you light and positivity.
Hey, what a beautiful reason to write a song, dude. And when you say the Junos, one of the family members, Liberty Silva's won a couple of Junos. I'll talk to you about her later. But without further ado, Ian Alistair Gosby, Ray of Sunshine. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Another awesome track.
You start to believe you don't have what it takes, 'cause all you can do is move less and finish the race. You know what it's like to be tired and be a shell of yourself. Soon all your burdens will be gone. Hold your head up, move on. It's a miracle I made it through, all because of you. Now everything is gonna change. All the miles I have
absolutely terrific, dude. What a beautiful, wonderful track, Ian. Can't praise it enough, dude. I'd like to welcome Tony to the show as well. He's another guest. Welcome, Tony. Itamar Isaacman, you're up next. So what's your thoughts there on Ian's wonderful track? Well, I'll load up your song.
Yeah, I love the singing, and it was super heartfelt, and there's a lot of sense of hope in that song, and the rhythm was great. Everything was well put together, including the lyric video. Love the typing, and yeah, feel really all put together. Really,
But you're
really
thinking that
well.
guitar, you're thinking that guitar solo. I used the Guns N' Roses guitar tone, and I always laugh when I hear it.
Yeah, but I like the term. What guitar did you use for that one?
You know, thank you.
Well said, Isaac, man. So Ian, what's the best way for anyone to contact you? Your social medias, your website, any of these things?
Just launched a website called iangosby.com. And then, yeah, all the socials, you can find me typing in my name. And I'm on all the digital platforms. This is album number 6. So there's a lot of music out there with my name on it.
Well, you definitely need to come back and get a membership, because, you know, see, like, this isn't just for your releases. This shows to bring out all the songs that you've done in the past, because an old song's only old to you. If people haven't heard it, it's new to them. So if you've got 6 albums, I'll give you a call after the show, man. Ian, Alistair Gosby, pleasure to have you in the show. Till the next time, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. So can I just butt in now and ask Tony Grenfell, could you quickly test your mic, Tony, and tell us your location?
Yeah. Have you got me?
We can hear you nice and clear. What's your location?
Yeah. I'm in Adelaide, South Australia.
Adelaide. I'll just put in Australia. Nice one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
First
Right,
podcast, so that's good. It's good to meet you guys.
Oh, nice one, dude. Do you know, if any of you are on a mobile phone, which I think Malik is, swipe right on your phone and you'll see all the heads that's here, so you're in the gallery mode. But the way I'm going to do this at the moment, the next 3 guests is going to be, let me see, it's Isaac Man, then Buzz Hummer, and then Tony, and then Malik. That's the next 4. We've only got 7 to go. The show will only be another 40 minutes. So, Tony, I'll just mute you now until it's your shot, buddy, but sit back and enjoy this. So, from Nova Scotia in Canada to Israel, Isaac Man, could you introduce yourself? Who is Isaac Man? What's the story behind your song, Yawning?
Yawning.
Yeah.
So Isaac Man is my stage name. It's composed out of my last name, Isaac, and I kind of felt Isaac Man sounds a bit like a superhero. So that's how it came about. I've been doing this for about 3 years, gigging with a band, and my influences pretty much are Britpop and early 70s psychedelic music. It's quite a niche. And the song Yawning, well, it came about 2 months ago, when I had nothing to write about. I was mostly playing solo gigs because I have to save the budget. So this song is mostly acoustic, as opposed to most of my music, which is quite orchestrated, drums and keyboards and vocals. And yeah, this song is pretty much it's a spiritual conquest to overcome my writer's block. It also includes a Hindu mantra, which I will show you now, which is serves to invoke Ganesh, the Hindu god, to overcome obstacles. So yeah, it goes like this: Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and you'll hear that in the track.
Hey, bless you, brother. You're absolutely fantastic. You're a really good friend, and I love you to bits, man. Isaac Man with Yawning. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Another lyric video. See if you can sing along in Hindu, anyone. One love. Enjoy.
still. Stuck in the mid-ocean, got plenty of time to kill. Ideas refuse to come, muses just won't sing. Another paper torn, thrown down the bin. Yawning my life away, just like any other day. What did I want to say? The second verse is here, a Trojan horse. You know the drill, the scammer offers a deal, selling promises, selling tears. I want to go to sleep, but I haven't found my treasure. Time is ticking away, what do I do with all this leisure? Yawning my life away, just like any other day. What did I want to say? Now a stone thrown to the sea, no ripples, the water's flat, and the voices in your head keep saying you can do better than that. Won't you give it a shot? Come and take your leap of faith. Come and try your luck with the Russian roulette. Yawning my life away, just like any other day. What did I want to say?
Isaac Mann, ladies and gentlemen, and that song that's popped up, we featured last week, Real Boy, but Not Yet a Man. That was absolutely fantastic. You know what? Brilliant track, Itema. Our next guest is Randy, aka Buzz Hummer. So would you like to say something, Randy, to Itema while I load up your track?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I could definitely hear the psychedelic influence there, the Eastern stuff, and which is part of my inspiration as well. Yeah, a lot of fun. I enjoyed the way the video played it, and the ending was terrific. It was really cool. Reminded me a lot of the Straubs. I don't know if they were an influence for you, but they were for me in the early 70s. Nice band. Very good.
Thank you.
Well said, Randy. So Isaac Mann, what's the best way for anyone to find you, dude?
Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. The usual suspects, of course. Yeah.
It's a very unique name, isn't it? I mean, some artists have got a real unique name. You just type it in, they're the one and only. Other people's called Tom Smith or something, and they struggle a bit more to find artists like that, you know. So, Isaac, man, until the next time, brother. Short and sweet today. Love you, man. All the best, dude. So, from Israel back over to Canada again for Randy, aka Buzz Hummer, could you introduce yourself? Who is Buzz Hummer and what's the story behind your song, Stone in My Shoe?
Well, I discovered music when the Beatles showed up on Ed Sullivan, and so it was weaned on, 60s rock and roll, British invasion stuff, psychedelic stuff. Grew up with Led Zeppelin and all the stuff that's now called classic rock. As I got older, I decided I should go back and pay more attention to the early blues and R&B artists that inspired all my heroes. And so I've sort of stuck there a little bit, somewhere between the early 70s psychedelia and late 40s, early 50s R&B, I guess. So this song, Stone in My Shoe, it's just a simple little rockabilly tune. I picked it because it sort of illustrates what I just said about my musical journey. I have written more sophisticated songs, but I sort of picked this one to illustrate that point. The video is very much DIY, as you'll see, but it was kind of fun to make. The song itself is just about persistence. Don't give up. Keep trucking, kind of thing.
Absolutely brilliant, dude. You know, honestly, I really love this track, and I've been your friend on Facebook for a while. I've been trying to get you on the show, and eventually I've got you here, so I'm very happy about that. Buzz Hummer, ladies and gentlemen, Stone in My Shoe. Let's go, ladies. One love. Enjoy.
There's a stone in my shoe, but I keep on walking. There's a stone in my shoe, but I keep on walking. There's a stone in my shoe. Oh, there's a stone. I keep on walking, but I don't know where I'm bound. There's some sand in my eye, but I keep on looking. There's some sand in my eye, but I keep on looking. There's some sand in my eye. Oh, there's some sand. I keep on looking, yeah, I'm searching all around. There's an ache in my back, but I keep on lifting. There's an ache in my back, but I keep on lifting. There's an ache in my back. Oh, there's an ache. I keep on lifting, yeah, I just can't lay it down. There's a hole in my heart, but I keep on loving. There's a hole in my heart, but I keep on loving. There's a hole in my heart. Oh, there's a hole. But when I stop loving, you can bury me in the ground. Yeah, when I stop loving, you can bury me in the ground.
Wow.
Buzz Hummer. Oh, it puts a big smile on my face, that track. So I can see Tony nodding away. Tony, you're actually the next guest. So Tony, would you like to say something to Randy while I load up your track?
Yeah, amazing, Randy. Well written on the topics of touching on the anatomy. Amazing. Touching on the I'm from the same era as you too in my music. So, and did you do a lot of writing in the pandemic?
Yeah, mostly about plague and we're all gonna die and stuff, but yeah. More blues influence than rockabilly, those two.
Yeah, huge, huge. Yeah, I've written 8 albums in the pandemic.
Wow.
So I've noticed today that what I'm about to present isn't as professional as you guys. I don't have a video clip, but yeah, I wrote this following song in a hairdresser. I was listening to somebody and put down this track. So fire away when you want to, Sparky.
Well, I'll just let the last gentleman, Randy, could you tell us the best way to get you? How does anyone find you if you've got a website or any of these things, Buzz?
Yeah, it's Buzz Hummer, like a bee, Buzz, and Hummer H with double M. And you can find me pretty much anywhere: Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, all those spots, YouTube, obviously. So
Well, honestly, thanks for coming on the show, dude, and let's get you back here and get all your
thanks
tracks
for all the nice
backdated. You know, it'll be good to actually jog your memories. Why did you write all of these different songs? So, Randy, I'll be in touch tomorrow. Buzz Hummer, till the next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, dude. So, from Canada to Aussie. Adelaide, Australia, Tony Grenfell. Could you introduce yourself, dude? I believe you're part of a project called CM Jones. Could you tell us who you are as an artist and what's the story behind your song Red Shoes?
Yeah, I've been a musician for 23 years. I play guitar, piano and guitar, songwriter. I just came up with the stage name, CM Jones. This track we're presenting, like I said, it was written in a hair salon. Several years ago, we were in the studio and we put this down. Did my first album in 2006 with an Englishman called Russell Johnson, who formed the band Mississippi here in Australia, had a #1 hit in '71, Kings of the World. They went on to form Little River Band. That was the first album I did. And then I went back in the studio, and this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So, and I wouldn't say what I'm about to present is professional as you other guys, but I'll just hang in there and build my skills, I think.
Hey, Tony.
But it's an 80s. I think the track you'd refer, come back to me if not, it's like an 80s feel. So it's just the
Red
cover.
Shoes?
Beg yours? Yeah, Red Shoes.
Yep. Well, without further ado, let's get this on. Let's get your music into everybody's. It's your first time on the show. I've been your friend on LinkedIn, but I've managed to get you on the show. I've been your friend for a while. So CM Jones with Red Shoes. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Myself
CM Jones and friends, everybody, aka Tony Grenfell. Thank you, brother. I loved it. Absolutely magnificent, dude. Tony, before you tell us the best way to get a hold of you, young Malik over in Texas, you're up next. So would you like to say something to Tony while I load up your track?
Yeah, for sure. That definitely reminded me of Phil Collins and
Bye, Pamela. Pamela has to go, sorry. But bye, dear. It's been great having you. You can catch the rest of the show tomorrow. I'll send you the link.
Thanks for having me. Bye,
thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. 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 Yeah, Pamela did say she could only stay for 1 hour. So let's start that little comment again there, Malik.
no problem. That definitely reminded me of Phil Collins and Knight Rider and Miami Vice. It was very, very cool. So
Really amazing. Yeah. I'm behind the 8 ball here. I'm not set up with a video clip or anything. I've cut a few tracks an album. I really need to get my act together. I'm just at I don't even have my own web page. You can find my songs on YouTube, CM Jones Adelaide Music. But I need to get my act together. The first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm freaking out a bit, eh? So, yeah.
Hey, Tony, you've been a natural. Thanks for being a wonderful guest. Thanks for getting up so, well, it's either very late or very early over in Australia. I know that much. So,
No,
Tony
hey,
Grenfell,
honestly, Sparky, thank you.
no, until the next time, dude. We've only got 4 artists left, so hopefully everybody else can stay around to just see the final of the show. Thanks,
Yeah,
Tony.
for sure.
So
Thank you.
nice one, dude. So from Australia to Texas, Malik Johnson, could you introduce yourself? Who is Malik Johnson, and what's the story behind your song To All the People I Once Knew?
hello, everybody. My name is Malik. I'm an artist from Texas, singer, songwriter, producer, actor, all of those things. I've been doing music professionally for the last 6 years, but I've been doing it honestly my whole life, learning instruments as a kid, then acting, then songwriting, then music. This song right here, To All the People I Once Knew, is the lead single from my 5th album, Malik Period. And it's just about letting people know that you're not the person you once were. It was inspired by a failed situationship, and then I had 2 longtime friends that we had to end our friendship. So it's inspired by those kind of things. I wanted to go for a more pop vocal. I typically do alternative R&B or regular R&B, but I wanted to try something a little bit poppier and play with effects and lighter voice tones and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like it.
Hey, honestly, thanks for coming on the show. Sorry for saying your name wrong. It's Malik with the song To All the People I Once Knew. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Think you know me, but you don't. Think you know me, but you don't. Think you know me, but you don't. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. Oh, how do I stop this? I'm a long way from being broken hearted. Got my shit all right and it's now packed. And ain't a damn thing you can say to stop that. Some may say it's corny, but I'm paid though. Folks steady talking, but they miserable. I just keep my head high, eyes to the sky, laser sharp focused on the bigger prize. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. Folks acting friendly, okay. Stick around over little money, okay. I find it kinda funny, I'm quite strange. Guess I was the competition, okay. Guess I was the enemy, okay. I thought we could win together, but you're clearly down for whatever. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. This is dedicated to all the people I once knew. started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. Shit had changed, I ain't the same. I left that hurt in the past. No boundaries, respect that. Level up, but you can kiss my. We on a new wave, we on some new shit. We focused on our healing around here. Magnificent vision, crystal clear precision. Third eyes real clear. This is dedicated to all the people I love to lose. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. This is dedicated to all the people I want to lose. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. Everybody think they know me, but they don't know shit, don't know shit. Everybody think they know me, but they clueless, they misguided. Everybody think they know me, but they don't know the story, don't know the half of it. Everybody think they know me, but they don't know shit, don't know shit. This is dedicated to all the people I want to lose. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so clear. This is dedicated to all the people I want to lose. Look how we started, look where we ended up. Evolution, oh so
Malik and loving memory of who I once was. I like that. Hey, dude, do you know something? You're kind of on a show with your genre on its own, but this is a diverse show, so you don't know who's coming next. There could be an opera singer before you, a rock star after you. But I do the shows in hip hop and rock and all the genre dominant shows as well. So just so that you know this is a diverse show. Malik, absolutely loved it, dude. Gene, you're up next. Would you like to say something to Malik before I load up your track?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a lover of all types of music, even though I play mostly stuff that sounds like classic rock. I thought you crossed a lot of genre lines right there. Old school, like Bone Thugs and Harmony with the vocals. I heard some neo soul, maybe a little Anthony Hamilton in there. I'd really like to hear you. That's not. I'd like to hear something that's not so pop to see what your voice sounds like, but on the pop side, I do definitely hear like an Usher in there, but definitely a cool neo soul track, and I really liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said, dude. So Malik, what's the best way for anyone to find you if you've got website or any of these things?
Yes, so all of my music is available to stream on all platforms. It's official Malik Music on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and MalikJohnson.com for all things me.
Well, thank you, dude, for being a marvelous guest, and until the next time.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. So just so that everyone knows, we've got Colossal Street Jam, Tim Turner and Lance Olsen next, 3 wonderful artists, and then that's been a very, very wonderful wee show. So coming up next from New Jersey, represented by Gene, could you tell us who are Colossal Street Jam and what's the story behind your song Seconds?
Sure. Colossal Street Jam is a 5-piece rock band, really influenced by classic rock, Grand Funk Railroad, Deep Purple, Bad Company, Paul Rogers, Mark Farner, 2 of my favorite singers. This song Seconds is about depression and handling it and doing something about it. Our whole record, No Way to Live, that just came out 2 months ago, was written over the pandemic, and everything really lends to all the issues, personal struggles, social issues that people were going through during the time. So that's what that song is about, depression, and hope you like it.
That'll be relative to a lot of people, dude. Honestly, magnificent band, Colossal Street Jam, with their track Seconds. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely awesome. Do you know who I see when I see I see like another Disturbed or something like that? The band Disturbed. They're absolutely fantastic. You kind of get the same aura as the front man for that, bro. But I'll let a professional. I'm the least qualified person to review somebody's music here. I've only been in the music game for 3 years. Tim Turner, you're up next. What was your thought there on Gene's Colossal Street Jam track?
I thought it was great. There's a lot of sound coming out of a drummer, a keyboard, a vocals, and I love that Gibson SG. I had one once, and I let it go, and I seen it, and I thought, oh man, I let that guitar go. I let's see, I wrote some notes, but how I feel about it, just they were into it, I was into it. I mean, it was really good. I mean, you guys are doing some good stuff. Yeah, I guess the main thing for me is the message. I kind of touched home because I have some friends who took their lives, their own lives, and through my life, it affected me. And there's a song that brings it back. That can be emotional. So it did that. It did that to me. It got me emotional. So I think you did your job.
So, thank you. Yeah, that was the point. That was the point with that, is that through COVID and the pandemic, we definitely lost some friends musically around the area, and that's how that song came about.
Yeah, it worked.
Well said, Tim. What a fantastic song, Gene, honestly, dude. What's the best way for anyone to find the Colossal Street Jam?
ColossalStreetJam.com. We're on all the streaming platforms, all your Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. And we will be, I see some people from London. We're going to be over in the UK and Europe in March of 2024. We go to Europe twice a year. We haven't been back since the pandemic. So we're going to hit the road a little bit. We're doing some shows here in the US with King's X and with Glenn Hughes of Deep Purple. So we've got some good stuff coming up, and it's all on our site.
Make sure you let us know when you're coming, dude. And I'm in the UK. I'd love to come along and see you somewhere. Colossal Street Jam. Till the next time. Thank you, brother.
Colossal Street.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So from New Jersey to Arizona, I return to the show again for Tim Turner. Could you introduce yourself? Who is Tim Turner? What's the story behind your song Met a Man?
Well, Lard, this is the second time I've been on your show. I wasn't going to do it. You've been after me for about a year, and I kept blowing you off.
I got you, but didn't I? I got you in, brother.
I apologize for that. But in my later years, the music thing, I did it all my life. And this particular song is one of those things. I never recorded it, but I did this video years and years and years ago. But it shows you, my dedication to the songwriting and to putting it to the guitar. And I just kept at it, like I said on the first show. And things have a way of coming together if you just hang in there and keep practicing. And I've taught quite a few people guitar, and it's not so much the teacher, it's their love or their motivation to keep practicing. You can't get at that level without practice. And this particular song, just like what Gene going through, watching his video, all the videos were great today. But it's an emotional thing. I write what I know, and that's what this song is about. I wrote what I know. And it can be sad and deep and dark, but those have to be put to music too. And I've done a couple of songs like that. Sometimes the music is dark, and sometimes the words are dark. Sometimes the music is a little more brighter, and the words are still dark. It just depends on how. So this is just me on acoustic guitar, nothing else. And it just happened to be a moment where I actually went. It was a young student in engineering, and he was going to school for mechanical engineering, but he was really into sound and recording and stuff. And he kept asking me, he was a neighbor, and he kept asking me, can I record you? Can I record you? And this is it. And it was done maybe 15 years ago. So
Well, without
not a
further
new
ado,
one, it's an old one.
Met a Man by Mr. Tim Turner. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One laugh.
I met a man not long ago. He'd been a drunk for some time. He couldn't handle the 9 to 5. His wife left him in a short time. In a short time. She took everything he had. He gave up and he went along. He took the bottle in his best hand. He guzzled down with all he had. All he had. I've been this way for 15 years. He won't change for all his fears. The old man died yesterday. I still hear him say, I hear him say, I took the bottle in my best hand. I guzzled down with all I had. I've been this way for 15 years. I won't change for all my fears.
Mr. Tim Turner, everyone. Absolutely. Beautiful track, dude. Really, really felt that, man. I wonder what one of my co-hosts on the Wednesday show, Lance Olson, what's your thoughts on that, brother? Final guest of the evening as well, Lance?
First of all, it was the production is really great. I love the acoustic sound that you got in this recording, and but going on from that, great voice, delivery. It's a great song about alcohol addiction, which is huge and worldwide. So the message was fantastic, and and the presentation, the recording was fantastic too. And I'm always listening to that element of the presentations, the audio quality and stuff like that. But the message is really what's important too. So enjoyed it, Tim, very much.
Thank you.
Well said, Lance. Mr. Turner, what's the best way for anyone to find you, dude?
Well, that's interesting. I didn't quit doing songs and music and all that, but I retired and I live up in the mountains, and I practiced every day. I always practiced every day, and I sort of let it go. And it was my grandsons who were like, Papa, and I love it. They call me Papa, and they say, Papa, your music, everybody loves it. You got to get it out there. And I was like, I'm done. I did it all my life. I'm done. And, this show and you guys and all of you is, It's
giving you the love. It's
Yeah.
giving you the love.
oh
to
no,
get-
I don't have a loss of words. I just get emotional because it's inspiring me because I still have so much music left. And so many songs I haven't recorded, and what the hell am I doing? I need to get
Do it.
my butt gear and
Yep.
get my music out there. Yeah, that's it wasn't I didn't have the words to say, boy, you can't stop me from talking if I get going. But yeah, you guys have an effect on me you don't realize. Because music in this world today is probably one of the best, besides love, is one of the best things going on.
Well
know,
said, Tim. You know,
yeah.
see, for anyone who's out there, they may be
Oh,
the older generations or the middle-aged people, if they don't have websites, I can make you a website on my Top Talent Promotions website. So if you had a website, I could make it toptalentpromotions.com/Tim Turner. That's what I could get you as your URL.
And Spotify. You can go to Spotify and just search Tim Turner, and you can listen to my recordings. Some of them.
Well said, dude. Well, it's been an
Some.
honor to have you back here. Tim Turner, everyone. Until the next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
So our good friend from Australia had to bail out there, so we've just got the remainder of us here. So Mr. Lance Olson, one of my best friends in this whole music family. Introduce yourself, Lance, and what's the story behind your song, Crooked Little Man?
Yeah, okay. It's kind of a lighthearted song. I'm Lance Olson from Rice Lake, Wisconsin, Midwest USA. Crooked Little Man I've been messing around with for years. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and so Crooked Little Man is ironically written. It's an English children's rhyme that was written north of where Sparky lives there in London, and 17th century poem. And so yeah, I've been just messing with this for a long time, and then I decided to put a video to it, and a while back I hired a Nashville guy to play pedal steel on it, which I normally do everything myself, or with Darman DeFleuren, which is and Paul DeSchmidt, which are now family members on here also. So either I'm working with them or I'm doing something by myself, but anyway, this Crooked Little Man thing is it ramped up into now a video, and me online with videos like a kid in the candy store, because you got all these video clips to choose from. You can drop them in, and so it's a lot of fun. And this tune is all about having fun. And John Heinrich, the Nashville guy I played pedal steel on here, he reminds me of the New Riders, Purple Sage, the old traditional pedal steel players. And the pedal steel is one of my favorite instruments. So, and it's kind of highlighted in this song. So, it's an honor to be on here. I plan on following everybody too on YouTube and making comments on the videos. And I loved everybody on here today. It's a great show. So, thank you. Thanks for having me too.
Well said, Lance. You know, I feel the exact same way. Everyone's been great today. Lance Olson with the song Crooked Little Man. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
He walked a crooked mile. He had a crooked sixpence and a gift of crooked style. He caught a crooked cat that caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a crooked little house. Crooked little wife, they had some crooked children, had a crooked little life. They robbed some crooked stores, they robbed some crooked banks, and they all lived together in the jailhouse tank. Style. He got a cricket cat, that got a cricket mouse, and they all lived together in the cricket little house.
Short and sweet. Do you know something? It remembered me of one of Steve Andrews' songs. I think,
It could be.
young generation, but hey, I loved it. I was bopping away there. So, would anybody like to say anything to Lance and the final compliment of the evening, or on the full show in general? I've just unmuted everyone there. So let's start at the bottom. Ian, then Jean, what was your thoughts on Lance and the show in general here? Ian?
Oh, I thought Lance's the video was it was fun. It was a very fun song. I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks.
job.
Well said, dude. And Ian, I'd love to get you back here to feature all your tracks. I'd like to speak to you soon. Jean, then Malik. Jean, you just joined the family recently, so you're a for life member of the Colossal Street Jam. What was your thoughts on Lance's track there and the night and the show in general? If you've got anything to say, if you want to.
Yeah, as Ian said, I thought it was a lot of fun. Actually, the end reminded me of Bike from Pink Floyd. I don't know if it reminded me a lot of that. The show itself, great. Everybody was great. My second time being on the show and just getting to meet and to hear music from around the world. I'm really enjoying it. A little early, Sparky, for me over here, but
Well, do you know something? I'm doing 7 shows, 7 days on, and I'm doing them at 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 12 lunch, and 10 a.m. So I'm trying to customize all the time zones. I maybe need to change them a little bit. But
I'm just
August
messing
again,
around with you. I'm just messing around with you. I didn't have time to do my hair today. So that's
look at my hair. I keep it hidden. It's an absolute mess. But I'm doing a Vikings haircut. So I need to keep it under wraps till it's ready. Malik, then Itamar.
Yeah, that was a lot. That song was a lot of fun, but this whole experience has been really fun. I will agree with him though. It is a little early for me. It's 8 a.m. in Texas. I'm a night owl, but it was great. I had a great time and definitely heard some really cool music today. So thank you for having me.
Well said, dude. Itamar, then Paul. Isaac Man's been a mainstay in the family for a while now.
It was a jolly good time. It's 4 p.m. here. So yeah, afternoon. Yes, yeah, it was great. It was really diverse, and yeah, definitely gonna follow each and every one of you. And yeah, this last song was so funny, hilarious.
Well said, dude.
The guitars
Well said.
also.
It's fun, wasn't it? So to anyone who's a family member, like they become eligible for the prestigious shows, which is 1010 Jazz or 1010 Rock, 1010 Blues. I've done 3 episodes of blues. I've done 2 episodes of the 1010 metal. So people can be in genres of music that is really fitting for you, and you would probably enjoy them shows a little bit more even, So there's genre shows for you all. Paul, then Jane Marie. Paul from Clover Hills just joined recently.
Yeah, it's a great show again. Diverse, but everything great. So you couldn't wish for more, really. Particularly the last one. I could see that last tune on a film somewhere, just giving a bit of atmosphere to something, some kind of quirky atmosphere to something. So yeah, really, really great show. And I suppose the trick is if it's going to be diverse, it's all got to be great, and it's all great. So thanks for letting us be part of it again, and look forward to doing it again soon.
And until the next time, dude, you know, like I'm doing 7 days on, 7 days off, and I want everyone that's in the family to know that that's the times I do it. So if there is a show that or two shows that you can come to sometimes, then it's always going to be the same times. And I'm always going to reach out to new artists as well, to have maybe 5, 6, 7 new faces that we always give, you know, the first show free of charge to hope that people like it, you know. Jane Marie, another valued family member, she was on first and she stayed to the end. What was your thoughts on Lance and the night in general, the day in general?
Oh, I love that, Lance. I used to recite that rhyme as a child, so that brought back a lot of childhood memories, and the video was fantastic. Very, very fun. Great fun. Yeah, very cleverly done. You know, great show again, very diverse and so great. I think these shows make you realise there's room for everybody out there, and just do your stuff and stick it out there. Tim, get your stuff out there. Want to hear it? No, it's never too late. Just chuck it out there.
Honestly, absolutely.
For all of us.
Like my best friends in the family, they are, but the two closest is Steve Andrews, he's 70, and Mark Story is 65 or something. And you know, I'm not saying Lance is up, but I become very friendly with the over 60s. Honestly, we become like I think I'm in my 60s at heart. But Jane, that was nice to see. Thank you. Buzz, debuting the show, bro. We'd love to have you back here. What was your thoughts on that track and, you know, the show in general?
Yeah, I enjoyed that last tune. It was great. I remember my grandmother used to sort of sing that to me when I was a little kid. So it was kind of cool to have that dragged back up. But no, it was a lot of fun, and the show itself has been fun. I really enjoyed all the music and appreciate the opportunity to be on here.
Oh, pleasure to have you, dude. Thanks, Buzz. And last but not least, Mr. Tim Turner, what's your thoughts on Lance and the day in general? And then that's the show's finished after that.
Well, Lance, that did remind me, and Gene touched on it, that Pink Floyd song. I forget what it's called. Bikes, Ride My Bike or something. Yeah, they really did. Wow, everybody, all of you. I'll try to follow everybody, and I'll try to maybe another time when Lance will get us together and we'll recognize each other. But yeah, it's been an honor to get to know you. Yeah. And you know, the way you're formatting this, the show, these are musicians from all over the world. It's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks, dude. And you know, you don't need to wonder how you find each other. I will give you all an article, and when I send you, open it up, and it'll have all of your Instagrams, Facebook, YouTubes, and Spotify's embedded in it. So I'll put it on a plate for you. So yeah, well said, Tim. Lance, how does everyone find you finally? And then I'm going to stop the live and stop the main recording.
Okay, I'm on Instagram, and I do on Instagram on my homepage. Then I've got my YouTube channel on there. I've got a YouTube channel, and I'm not on Facebook. But yeah, Instagram's probably the best place to find me. And yeah, enjoyed everybody today, and I will follow up in comments on your YouTube. And now that I know you, I put likes on everybody's stuff on Instagram. You know, when you post something, and try to follow up and keep the connection going. And Sparky, I hope you remember me when you get to be really big because you're going there, I think, with this whole thing. I believe in the Stop Talent thing. I don't know, I've been with it about a year now or something. I don't know if it's been that long, but it's fantastic. I mean, I just love it.
Thank you, Lance. Honestly, it means a lot. You know, I know it's going places as well. And you know how I know it's going places? Because I've got an army of people out there trying to destroy it that's already in the music industry. Every single other promotion company or whatever that I see, they're all fake. And I'm going to say a wee S word. They're all fully shit. Honestly, everybody's a con man in the music industry. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to bring people together, offer them free. I do work for people for free before they even join, and the actual prices to join it. There's a £1 a week package. You know, it's next to nothing to join. I'm actually doing a lifetime membership for a crazy price at the moment, but you know something? It's a struggle to do it. I'm not stopping. I'm over 900 people since I started doing the show. I've had 900 guests now, and from May last year. So yeah, it's just a baby. On my website, I've got toptalentpromotions.com/TV. People don't even know about this. See, if you go there, every single guest is embedded in it with their sections. It's like Netflix. So if you go there in the next week, you'll see Lance Olsen, you know, Crooked Little Man. You can touch that to go to your song. So I've made my own Netflix that I've not even really promoted yet. But I'll finish the show with saying today's playlist, I'll hand it all over to you like in the next 20 minutes. I'll send you the YouTube playlist so that you can get a head start, and you can, if you want to leave, you know, some comments on each other's YouTube channels, I'll get lots of my family members to do that as well. But thanks for coming, everybody. It's been a pleasure. But I'm going to just stop Facebook recording. So goodbye, Facebook Live. See you the next time. And I'm going to stop the main recording with a peace sign. I've had hundreds and hundreds of people putting their V's in the air for world peace, because that's what we want to always. We want to try and get some world peace here. So throw your V's in the air and I'll stop the show. 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen.